Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to jump straight onto the Cosy and sort that out. I've been in the booth this morning sorting this Merc bonnet out. I thought I got away with it, but I didn't. Sanded it back with 600 grit and 800 grit. Couldn't hardly see any of the silicons. Come in here, smashed some clear coat on, and I could still see them all. So I gave up, dabbed a load of clear coat over the silicons that I could see, and then I'm going to block this down and hopefully they should disappear. Same scenario again, not much dirt. And you can see that where I've blobbed some clear coat over them silicons. So I'll flat all of this down together and then hopefully I'll lose them. I'm not going to muck around with that until tomorrow and let it harden right up. It's a shame because the booth seems to be working quite well. I was chancing my arm with this. I thought I'd get away with it, but no. What a bugger. It's one of them things. It is what it is. Luckily, not in a rush. This thing, we might be able to get away with flat and polishing that now. I've done that. Me walking out here with my torch, and that's got to live in now. So let's crack on. Let's get this Cosy stripped. Yeah, I need that stripped at the very least today. I wasted most of the day now. It's afternoon again. So yeah, let's crack on with the Cosy. See you in a bit. There we go guys, all stripped out. Fog lights were a bit of a nightmare. I even undone the adjuster screw. I don't know why, I knew in my head that it was the adjuster screw. It only has 2 screws in there holding the fogs in. These were proper stiff. I had to give them a little nudge and then they popped out. But for some reason I was like, oh, I'll undo that just in case. I didn't need to, but yeah, come off all right. The little bib bit, or whatever you call it, is a little bit knackered on the corners. I'm not gonna get involved in removing that because that is not gonna go back on properly. So I'm gonna leave the pot rivets on there. I did have intentions of removing the pot rivets and then re-pot riveting on after, but because of the condition of this, I'm not getting involved. I know it's going to be a headache. Loads and loads of stone chips here. All flaked off up there. Got flaking clear coat inside there. That's going to be fun. I was very lucky on Cosworth's. You have a bolt up here and then you've got these metal brackets that slide in the front. They slide in now and now, and the fixings are underneath and they are an absolute nightmare to get to, and they always seize up. And luckily they didn't have no fixings in the front, so that made my life a little easier. Let's move on to the rear. I'm hoping that them bolts holding the mudguard on come off, and then you've got a fixing underneath the corner here, and then you have 4 bolts inside the boot to remove, and yeah, it should be straightforward, hopefully. As long as these mud flap bolts come out, we should be good. So yeah, let's get cracking with that and see if we can get that sorted. See you in a moment.
Tell me that you love me and you need me, but leave me at the drive. Oh, why? Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true.
There we go. The mud flaps did come off, but they won't be going back on in a hurry. All 3 of the things on either side are fully seized. I managed to get them to move a little tiny bit, and then they ended up sort of sliding and twisting themselves round and off. So they're off. I've took the bracket out. There's a bracket that bolts to that fixing in now, and then the rest of them go into the bumper. I've removed the whole lot and put it in a boot for the customer. It's not something I'm getting involved in. He needs to soak them in some oil for ages or something. But yeah, they kind of clamp onto the back bumper. Oh, there's no mark there. Anyway, yeah, I was trying to show you. Oh, it's on the inside underneath there, but I'm not going to be able to get to show you that. But yeah, they're off. They're done. I now got a bit of a problem because my 2 bumper stands that I normally use are upstairs with the Merc bumpers on, and I need to put these on them so I can prep these and yeah, sort that out. So I'll get all that sorted. I'm buggering off home. I'm done. It's late for me, so I'll continue tomorrow in the morning. Oh man, we'll get these cracked out. So I'll see you in a mo. Right, we're back at it. I went and got paint this morning, a couple of trestles. I've got my bumper stands down here now, and the AMG ones are upstairs on the trestles. Another trestle in that box I don't need. Excuse me. I'm just waiting for the customer to get back to me. These Cosworth bumpers have got the original mouldings in, and if I remove them it will ruin them, but they have been painted body colour. So I'm just waiting for him to get back to me as to whether to remove them or paint back over them like these have been painted. So what we're going to do is start prepping the bumpers, and we'll just sort of stay away from them mouldings for a minute, and hopefully the customer will get back to me in time, and then we can get cracking with these. Yeah, I've got some other bits to get sorted today as well. Want to get that Merc bonnet sorted as well. So after day's gone, paint's been brought, got some trestles, dropped a load of t-shirts and hoodies off. Imageworks, my mate owns a sticker company, he's printing all my t-shirts for me. Yeah, let's crack on. See you in a bit. Right, I started sanding over these mouldings because they're already painted, but I can't leave them on. I've got to try and take them off. Let's reel out some of the defects. This has clearly been painted on because the clear coat sort of stops here, and then there's no lacquer on the bottom half of this bumper. We've got micro blisters all in the paintwork down here. All these little dots you can see are all micro blisters. We've got loads going on in here. We've got runs all in here through the bottom there. Still loads more of these micro blisters all around it. We need to sort all of this out. And then these trims, I'm going to have to try and remove them. It's a bit of a gutter that they've painted them, because they are original. They are the proper ones for these bumpers, front and rear. I've just spoke to the customer. I was just messaging him. I'm sure I told him he needs to get the replacement ones because we've got to remove them to do it right, but they've been painted. I will paint them in body colour again, but I need to try and remove these as safely as I can. They normally break, bend and crack and split. They're a nightmare. I'm going to spend a little bit of time and try and remove these. I'm not happy with trying to prime over that and paint over that. I mean, you can't see now because I've sanded through a lot of it, but they were all bridging up and they looked crap, basically. It's the only way to describe it. But yeah, we've got loads of defects to deal with on these regardless. There was another run there that I just noticed. So yeah, I'm going to spend a bit of time, try and get this moulding off. I can't prime over that, there's no way, and I can't let it roll out of here looking rubbish. So we'll get this moulding off, we'll do that separately by hand. We'll still paint it in body colour and what have you, but I can't leave it on there and prime over that. So let's get that sorted. We want these looking nice. The whole point of it coming to me is because he knows that he'll have a nice job done. So I'm not putting my name to that. Let's get these off, get this looking right. There we go, saved the trims. It's just a pain that they've been painted, but it is what it is. I'm going to have to try and prep them somehow and paint them and then put them back on. I can't get my toffee wheel in the gap there to remove this, so I've got to painstakingly remove all that sticky stuff. And then we can get to prepping, get this sorted. I'm going to go round by hand, try and remove the glue bits off that one and then prep that lot up. And we'll crack on. See you in a bit. There we go. I'm 3 hours in. It's almost ready for primer. I found a little crack down here that I need to tend to, so I'm going to repair that for him. Get that sorted. I've got all of the awful stuff off of it. Dug out all the micro blisters. Found that crack, obviously we're going to deal with that. I don't care if it's not 1,000,000% perfect in this channel. I have keyed it, sanded it and everything, but obviously the moulding covers all of that inside there, so I'm not going to go crazy sorting that out. It was already terrible, but all the flaking paint is dealt with that was behind there anyway. But yeah, we're getting there. Now I've got to move on to this one. Welcome to my world. Oh god, I'm massively undercharged for this job. My little beaut. It's a Wednesday. The landlords are always here in the office on a Wednesday, and they moan about parking outside. Their parking rules are crazy at the moment, so I was like, well, it's not outside, it fits there. Right, let's get cracking. I am not going near this. I've been having a little look at this. There are some little pot rivets up there all the way across, but I do know from experience if I remove that, it ain't going to go on right, and this is going to cause problems on both corners. So I haven't been paid to, basically, I haven't been paid to restore these bumpers. I've been paid to paint them, and that was it. And I'm massively underquoted for the work that's involved already. I'm not going to go into that anymore. I'm just going to do what I've got to do to make it look nice, make it look right. We've got a lot of work to do on this bumper as well. Massive gouges, stone chips, bad paint. No doubt we're going to find other horrors when I start sanding this one. The corner we knew about. But yeah, let's get this looking right. Let's sort this out. Crack on with that. I at least want these prepped this evening, and then I've got to get in the booth, sand out all that clear coat down on that AMG, and I'd like to re-clear coat that. So we're under pressure. I had a bit of lunch earlier as well. It's now 27 minutes past 3. So yeah, we've got loads of work to do. Let's crack on. See you in a bit. There we go, guys. Another few hours in. Got a few runs to deal with. Carries on down there. Got to go around, finish up all the little bits by hand. Obviously inside here in the channels, we've still got to remove the glue and everything off of there. Inside there, I put a bit of fiberglass in that, repaired that little crack that was in there for him. That's all done now. Yeah, the rest of this is just lots of little finishing bits by hand. I'll buzz them runs out of there and there. And then we're making headway. This one wasn't as bad. There wasn't much flaking paint, to be honest. There was still loads of micro blisters. Got all them out, and loads of stone chips, like deep ones, sort of into the plastic. But yeah, that's that done. That's pretty much the prep taken care of. I've got to sort out. I had my Facebook account hacked on Saturday, and it's now Wednesday, and they still haven't got me back online. That's my Facebook page for the business and my Instagram. Everything's down because it's all Facebook basically. But the cheeky effers, I'm not going to swear, I was running an advert and they're still charging me for the advert even though I can't access Facebook. So loads of people who have been trying to get hold of me can't, and it's absolutely done me over really. But yeah, I've got to sort all that lot out. that's probably going to be it for the prep on the Cosy today. We're going to leave it at that. I need to go and crack on, get that Merc done. We'll do that in another one. But yeah, we're going to call this part 1 of prepping the bits for the Cosy. And then I'll bring you back in after I've primed them and sorted them all out. And then we'll get them painted. Yeah, so that's it from me today. The video is getting quite long, so we'll leave it at that. As always, a massive thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.